Hi there, it's Kristen from Raising Disciples Mom, where I encourage and equip Christian moms to build respectful and loving relationships with their children that honor God. In this video, we're going to be exploring a powerful and essential topic, and that is teaching our children forgiveness. Forgiveness is a cornerstone of Christian teaching, and it's an invaluable life skill and that has a profound effect on our children's character and their relationships. So let's dive into this meaningful discussion. So first off, forgiveness is a central theme in Christianity. And we learn from scripture that God forgives our sin. And as Christians, we aim to instill this fundamental concept into our children. So teaching them to forgive is a way of reflecting God's love and grace in our own lives. Second off, one of the most effective ways to teach forgiveness is by modeling it ourselves. So children learn so much by our example. And so when they witness us forgiving others or seeking forgiveness from others or seeking forgiveness from our children when we mess up, they are more likely to embrace forgiveness themselves. Number 3 is having or teaching empathy and understanding. So to teach forgiveness effectively, we must first help our children develop empathy and understanding. And so really encouraging them throughout the day that to try to see things from another person's perspective. And this can really help us to help them and us to have more compassionate and forgiving hearts. Number 4. So number 4 is actually teaching the steps of forgiveness. So the first step is just saying you're sorry. So this acknowledges that they regretted what they did, that they are acknowledging they did something wrong. They're basically owning it. Number 2 is then asking for forgiveness. So it's really important to humbly request forgiveness from the injured party. And this can be as simple as saying, will you please forgive me? It also gives something for the receiving party to have in their possession that now they can take a step to choose to forgive or not forgive. And then lastly is finding a way to make it right with that person. So this is the repair part. So this is taking action to rectify the situation. So it's not just enough to say you're sorry, right? That really doesn't teach all that much. Well, I'll take that back. It does teach the wrongdoer that all they need to do is say sorry and they can move on with what they want to do. And that's not what we want to instill in our children. Because if you've ever said, well, you can go outside and play after you've said sorry to your brother, or you can't go and do this until after you said you're sorry, you probably notice they will just mutter, I'm sorry, and not mean it at all. And it's insincere, right? But if they're required to take action and they're taught and encouraged to take action, that really shows through their actions, not just their words, that they're sincere in seeking forgiveness and that they're trying to make it right with that other person, trying to make amends. All right. Number 5 is encouraging open and honest communication. So that's essential with our children, is to encourage them to express their feelings, whether they feel angry or hurt or disappointed, that having that dialogue can really help them to process their emotions and then work towards that forgiveness. And number 6, we can't forget about the power of prayer. So prayer is so vital in our Christian life, right? And so teaching your children to pray for guidance and for strength when it comes to forgiveness is so key. And then praying together as a family is a beautiful way to reinforce these values. Number 7 is teaching forgiveness through the word. So you can start with the parable of the prodigal son. And this illustration in the Bible really shows the incredible love of and the forgiveness of his father towards his wayward son. So this story really highlights the importance of forgiveness in our lives. All right, so in conclusion, teaching children forgiveness is such a meaningful and transformative journey. And so by embracing forgiveness as is so fundamental in our Christian values, that it helps to empower our children. It helps them to develop compassionate and forgiving hearts. And then also remember that forgiveness is not just a one-time lesson. It's a lifelong practice that we can help bring healing and harmony to our families and communities. And so as parents, we have the privilege and responsibility to pass this essential virtue on to the next generation. All right, I hope you found this video encouraging and inspiring. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and then share it with others who might benefit from this teaching on forgiveness. If you have any thoughts or experiences, please share them in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today, and I pray that your parenting is filled with love, grace, and the beauty of forgiveness. Until next time, God bless.